This is Freddie Berry, NFL agent of Bar Sports. You can catch me on ESPN Richmond Radio every Thursday at 5 a.m. for the Sports Hustle. This is Freddie Berry, NFL and sports marketing agent. You're listening to the Sports Hustle on ESPN Richmond Radio. We have a special guest today. We have Coach David Anderson. He's from Foundation Academy Basketball and Foundation Cryotherapy. Welcome to the show, Coach David Anderson.
What's good, boss? What's good? Thank you for having me.
Oh yeah, I appreciate you having on, man. So you last time we heard of David Anderson, it was from our last guest, Kelvin Gilliam. And he was
Mhm.
talking about NIL deals.
Mhm.
And now we have you in the studio today.
I'm excited. Kelvin's a good guy, man. He's a big dude.
Man, he was a huge dude. He was like a first round draft pick.
Bro, he gonna do it. He gonna do it. His dad is about the same size. I'm like, bro, I feel like a little guy standing next to you guys.
I totally understand that.
It's crazy.
So tell me how you and Kelvin got together and about that partnership.
Kelvin's a young man that is represented by my guy, Terrence, and T put us two together because we know our own Foundation Academy Sports, so we do sports-related basketball and skill development. But Kelvin was in need of cryotherapy, recovery. I tell all my athletes, that, hey, if you're not taking care of your body post, in season, and after the season, you're not you're not going to be healthy long term.
Yeah.
So we got together to do recovery. He came in, we did an NIL deal with him on the recovery part. So he's one of our guys. That's one of our first guys.
Okay.
We did an NIL deal with to keep his body in shape, keep his body healthy with the full body cryotherapy, the local cryotherapy, and also working on his legs with the compression boots through one of my sponsors, Gladiator Sports, who sponsored our Gladiator recovery boots.
Okay. So for some people out there who might not know what cryotherapy is, what is cryotherapy?
So most people think about cryotherapy as a glorified ice bath, right?
Okay.
Us growing up, I'm a little bit older than you. We did ice baths in college because that was what recommended. But nowadays, with the way technology is, you want to go into a more sophisticated route, something that's um, less messy,
Yeah.
and that you can do and get in and out. So cryotherapy is a program that we have a program where you can do uh, negative 324 degrees the coldest. That's the
Whoa.
coldest it gets, right? Some people can't stand that, but it's only for 3 minutes,
Okay.
right? And compared to an ice bath typically you get into an ice bath and it freezes the toxins in place, right?
I
So
get
and then
you.
it takes you science. This is all science. It's not me. This is science talking. It takes you 72 hours to recover from an ice bath for your body to get back to its normal stasis.
I didn't know that.
This is what science says, right? So with the cryotherapy part of it, cryotherapy, you start to recover once you come out of the chamber because all the blood that was shunting away from your system. Because as you know, when you start getting cold, all the blood goes to your vital organs.
Yep.
It starts going to your heart, kidneys, and then once you come out of the chamber, it starts to reproduce, go back out to your extremities, arms, legs. And once that new blood comes out, it's freshly oxygenated.
Oh, snap. So you fresh, your body fresh.
Body is fresh, right? You got all the old oxygenated blood out of the system, pumped to your chamber, and it's back out into fresh oxygenated blood cells. You feel good. It releases endorphins. It makes you relax. You sleep well at night. Your body is already recovering. So you're ready to play the next day or that same day. All right.
Okay.
So it's a lot of advantages to full body cryotherapy or local cryotherapy because it's not so old school. And
Yeah.
as you know, LeBron, Steph Curry, all these guys have these things at their disposal because they have the money to do it.
Yep.
But it's where the new technology is going, and most athletes need these things because your body is going to break down.
Oh yeah.
You know,
No
you're
matter what sport you play.
you're a football guy. It's going to break down quicker in football
For sure.
than any other sport, but you're bound to break down. So how do you stay on top of your game? How do you keep your spot?
Yeah.
Right?
That's
So
important.
that's important, right? So if I'm not doing the recovery, pre-game, in season, post game, I'm kind of just rolling the dice on can my body stay healthy?
Yeah.
So that's what it's all about.
And one thing I like about it as well, it seems as if it's a little bit more safe than an ice bath because I've been or recognized the scenario where a player has gotten out of the ice bath and slipped.
Exactly. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like you mentioned earlier, it's so messy
Right.
and the water's everywhere. And
Right.
so, or in the ice. And so we all know water and ice is slippery. And so that's a little bit dangerous, but it sounds like with cryotherapy, you eliminate that error, that
Yep.
safety.
Yep, absolutely. Eliminate that, and it's much cleaner, and you in and out. You're recovering right away. That's the key too. You want to get back on the field, on the court as soon as possible,
Yeah.
right? And you don't want to have to wait till all your everything thaws out.
Yeah.
Because you're shivering for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? That's what ice baths do.
Okay. So what about for some parents out there who want to send their athletes to you for cryotherapy, but do you offer any other services for individuals outside of sports?
Absolutely. We also do cryoskin, which is we do cryotoning, cryoskin, cryofacials for the ladies, the moms.
Okay.
The cryotoning is a part where, say a young lady or even a guy that has a 4-pack want to get down to a 6-pack, we can tone some of those muscles up to get rid of that with the cryoskin. What it does is cold. It's
Dang.
toning the body. It's freezing the fat cells, and through the lymphatic system, you drink water, it will wash it out. Now, there are other things you have to do to get to that point. You can't just come in there and say, hey,
I want a
I want a
6-pack.
You have to eat right, work out, and then we help that part. So you don't have to have any invasive surgeries that, can hurt you down the line,
Yeah.
or you just don't want to go under the knife for that. We do. The ladies love the facials. Cryoskin facials. It tones up, it tightens up the collagen in your face. Right.
So it make them look a little younger.
Right. We give it a double chance.
What?
If you got a double chin, it's so much benefit to what we do, from cryotherapy to cryoskin and cryoslimming. If you have like cellulitis in your legs, you can get rid of that. Well, it helps to get rid of that as well. So there's just a lot to it, to the science nowadays, that can help people that you don't want to go see a surgeon, something that you can do,
Yeah.
that's non-invasive, and get you back out there. It's like that.
Yep.
We do toning, we do the butt lifts with the machines. It's crazy. So come see me. All right, we are located.
Yeah, let them know where you located.
Actually, we just opened up a new location. It's off of Busy Street, off of Midlothian Turnpike and Courthouse Road. The address is 11548 Busy Street. It's called Foundation Cryotherapy and Recovery. We have a website that is www.foundationcryotherapy.com, and the phone number to our location is 804-206-3195.
So you are listening to the Sports Hustle with NFL and sports marketing agent Freddie Berry on ESPN Richmond Radio 106.1 FM. We're here with my man, Coach David Anderson. He just talked about Foundation Cryotherapy. Your athlete, you need to go see him. If you just want to get your body right, get your skin back in tone, you need to go see Coach David Anderson at Foundation Cryotherapy. We're going to take a break and get right back to it after this. This is Freddie Berry, NFL agent of Bar Sports. You can catch me on ESPN Richmond Radio every Thursday at 5 a.m. for the Sports Hustle. Welcome back to the Sports Hustle with NFL and sports marketing agent Freddie Berry. You're listening to ESPN Richmond Radio 106.1 FM. So we just finished talking with Coach David Anderson, and he was mentioning about how cryotherapy is extremely beneficial for athletes. So speak a little bit more about that, Coach David Anderson.
So, again, just touching base on that, we were talking about these kids who play AAU basketball. We know that AAU basketball is big. Or football, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Any type of tournament you play. When you're traveling and 6 hours to go to Pittsburgh or go to New York or go to Texas, some of my girls' teams went out to Kentucky, right? You're in the car 6-9 hours. That ride is bad on the legs.
Yeah.
You sit in the back seat, you cramped up the whole time.
Especially those tall basketball players.
Tall players, it's not enough leg room. You get out there, then you play 6, 7, 8 games. Every game, you have to perform at the highest level.
Going hard.
Right? On the way there, you didn't do any pregame, right? Recovery.
Yeah.
Right. So on the way back, you didn't do any post,
Yep.
but then they expect you to perform at the highest level. The body breaks down. And we were talking about how when these kids play 2K, right? And
yeah, y'all know
you already
2K.
know what 2K is,
Yeah.
right? And your performer starts to get tired. He starts shooting bricks, right? What happened? You gotta sub him out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You give him that break, you give him that recovery, you give him his Gatorade, his water, whatever, and then he's back in the game. The sports, the body is the same way. It's going to break down. So you have to try to figure out how to put these components into your daily workout. You do skill development, football, basketball, baseball. You sleep well, you eat well, right? And then we don't stretch and we don't do recovery.
Yeah.
So we miss that component, right? But all the college athletes do this. This is part of their regimen.
All the time. It's required of them.
Right. So when you get up in the morning at the college level, you got practice at 6, 7 a.m. You have classes from 8 to noon.
Yep.
Right. You have your lunch, you have study hall, then you have a weight room.
Yep.
Practice, workouts, stretching. Film work.
Yep.
They fit all that stuff in, right? And I know it's hard, but I don't give people passes.
Oh, yeah.
Right. You have to get these kids involved with this stuff to make sure that they are performing at the highest level and they're protecting their bodies, because once you're injured, you're like a damaged car.
Yeah.
Right. You're not the highest value no more. So you can lose a scholarship just off of an injury because you didn't do the recovery before that. And that's with anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's going to happen to anybody.
Yep.
For example, Paige Beckers.
Right? Yeah.
Playing
pickup.
Playing pickup, right? It's a freak accident. We are limited at what we can control. But if you do the necessary steps to stay healthy, we can kind of, in my mind, not have these things happen.
Yeah.
Based on what you're trying to do with the training, the skill work, the recovery, eating properly.
Yep.
You're doing anything that you got to do to stay healthy.
No, you're exactly right. And there are a lot of athletes out there who do 2-a-days, 3-a-days, and they have that mindset of, I'm going to go so hard. I'm going to go so hard, but don't realize you need to recover just as hard. Right. You need to stretch just as hard. You need to put in different things in your regimen that's going to make sure your body is going to recover faster, because you're doing 2 and 3 workouts throughout the day. Yep. 4 or 5 days throughout the week. That's hard to put on a body. Even a car runs out of gas sometimes.
Right.
So you have to be able to refuel your body in different ways.
Yep.
So you're listening to the Sports Hustle on ESPN Richmond Radio. We have Coach David Anderson. We just finished talking about foundation cryotherapy. Now we're going to transition a little bit, because I heard you mention earlier you have an AAU team. And that's with Foundation Academy basketball. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about what you all have going on there.
AAU basketball is crazy. I love it and I hate it at the same time. So our program, we've been around for 22 years from a skill development standpoint.
Woo!
And we probably had AAU for the last 10. But our main focus has always been about skill development. We want these kids and girls and boys to excel, but we want to teach them the fundamentals from day one.
That's key.
We skip steps so many times. Everybody want to be elite.
Yep.
Right? Elite is great when you build up to it, when you have a solid foundation and you're growing. You can't, I see one of my pet peeves is when a kid runs to the corner, pump fakes and travels and putting the ball down.
Yeah.
It drives me crazy because we're still playing quick.
Yeah.
Right? And it takes time, it takes composure to be able to catch that ball and read the defender and solid pump fake, jabs, or whatever, without costing yourself and costing your team a turnover.
Yeah.
Because you was going too quick.
You don't know how to triple threat.
Right.
The most fundamental thing in basketball.
Oh my God. They don't do it no more because the game is so fast.
Yeah.
But you still have to have that in there.
Yeah.
Right. But you can't hold the ball for about 1,000, 1,002. If you hold it, the coach is yelling, pass the ball,
move it.
Like, bro, where am I going?
Yeah.
Every kid can't operate like that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? The post players, they develop slower than guards.
I never thought of that.
Ask me why.
Why is that?
I'll tell you why. Right. Because most post players at the beginning of their life, or when they start playing basketball, they're the biggest players on the team, right?
Yeah.
Their job is to do what?
Block,
defend the paint, rebound the ball, and give it to who?
The guards.
The guard. So when that kid started playing basketball in the 3rd, 4th grade, he doesn't get the opportunity to touch the ball at all for seasons.
Yeah.
He's going to rebound the ball.
Don't even know how to dribble up the
Bro,
court.
can't do, and his hand-out ball coordination is off because he's probably glue too big, right? Glue quicker than the other kids. So the little guys who was shifty, who got it, who
already low,
the point guard shifty. You know, you can't guard me, check me. But the big guy, he can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time.
Man, because he's not taught to do that at a young age.
Not taught. You don't get the ball. So when he rebound the ball, he throw it to you. 4th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade. By the time you're in 6th, 7th grade, it's hard to put them skills into place from a ball handling perspective because he doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to be embarrassed.
Yes.
He's intimidated.
Yes.
And all his friends are better than him. And now he didn't want to do it. Like I'm gonna stay in my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Get out of your comfort zone.
And by that time nowadays, college scouts are already looking at young basketball players in AAU tournaments.
Right, you already know. I was just telling you about my girl Lainey Grant, who, aka Master Killer. What's that, Master Killer? I call her that because she has all the skill sets.
Everything.
Right? She committed to UNC before she played a high school game.
Wait. Repeat that.
Master Killer, aka Lainey Grant. So we've been training her since she was maybe like 8, 9 years old in the 4th, 5th grade.
Man,
grade.
so she been in the academy a long time.
For a couple of years, and she committed to UNC last summer. She was a Player of the Year, the Richmond Times Player of the Year this past season, and prior to that, the last 5 seasons, Foundation, myself, Coach Avery, and my staff have produced the last 5 to 6 Richmond Times Dispatch Player of the Year. Laney Grant, Jordan Hodges, Sidney Boone, Megan Walker, Elena Chapman, anybody in the last 4 or 5 years.
They came through y'all.
We produced them. They were consistent. We love the families, the parents, Coach Avery, Coach Q, Coach Devin, myself, my whole staff. We've been just putting the work in. We love it. That's what we do. So that's what they do. And they come and they get better and better, but they commit because the coaches are out there. That's their job, to find talent. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Sometimes
so they out there early.
And then you go to all these showcases. And when you start showing out, you know, you're one of the best ones out there, and you put the work in, you get it back in return.
So for those parents out there who are wondering, should I be taking my child to these AAU tournaments? Should I put them in AAU? Should I take them to these showcases? What do you say to them?
Absolutely. It's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? You have to do all of it. I always caution people to get with programs that is going to develop the child or care about your child more than they care about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about me, David Anderson, Foundation Basketball. These kids, it's their time to play. I played. I had my time. I've seen the world.
It's about them.
So, but they can't do everything. And the biggest key to this, we have to allow them to make mistakes. If they're not allowed to make the mistake, because one of my girls is undersized power forward right now, right? Working with Mia Wolford, right? She's 6'2", plays in Manchester High School, right? She's being recruited by some of the top programs in the country, Maryland, ECU, a few other places, right? But at 6'2", she can't play and be dominant at Maryland because their post players are 6'4".
Yeah, way
6'5",
bigger.
right?
Yep.
So we have to teach her to be a stretch 4, handle basketball, attack the wing, right? And be able to shoot the 3 ball and have that game that's not always a post-up game.
So you're not even just focused on what can she do for our team right now. You're focused on when she goes to the next level, what is going to be her best skill set? Where is she going to be the best player?
Right.
And then you develop her skills for that next level, not necessarily, okay, is Foundation Academy basketball going to win today?
Right. No, it's not about us. I have another girl I play with my AU team, 2 girls, Alex and Sutton. Sutton is a 2-3 guard that can shoot the ball. She's only 7th grade. So I put her at the point. Alexandra is a 6'1" wing post because she's tall, right? She played the 1 for me most of the season. Wow, I need her to be able to read the floor.
Oh, because then when she goes to that next level,
absolutely,
she's going to be able to read the floor. And at that size, she's likely going to be playing
wherever she falls, right? Wherever she goes, that's where she's going to play.
Yeah.
If I never give her a chance to handle the ball because she's tall and put at the 5 and keep it in, she already made middle school basketball. right? I'm preparing for high school and college.
College.
I'm not worried about what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not worried about winning right now.
Yep.
If I don't develop the overall skill set, myself and my crew, what are we doing?
That's true.
We're being selfish. Right?
And that's why it's called Foundation Academy Basketball. You are listening to the Sports Hustle with NFL and sports marketing agent Freddie Berry. We on ESPN Richmond Radio 106.1 FM, and we're talking with Coach David Anderson of Foundation Academy Basketball. We're going to take a break and get right back to it right after we talk to our sponsors.
Tell them why we do what we do.
Coach, you from New York, right?
My man, you already know. Man of the point guard. You know, I was one of them guys, man. So, quick story about me was I played New York City basketball. In my year, I was honorable mention All City.
Oh, snap. So you was a baller.
Yeah. You can look it up. David Anderson. Yeah, Beach Channel High School. I beat Kenny Anderson out 1 week.
Oh.
I beat him out 1 week for Player of the Week. Player of the Week, I was torching these guys, man. I forget what I played, but I had like 40 points, you know, triple-double.
Triple-double.
Yeah, Kenny was my man. We were friends growing up. But I beat him out for Player of the Week as a Player of the Week in New York City. It's on record. You can go Google it, look it up.
Google it, Chuck.
Beach Channel High School. I still got it in my portfolio at my house. I showed my kid.
So they know.
So they know, you know what I'm saying? When we go back home, they know that, you know, I was that guy. I was pretty good.
So New York got all the ballers, right?
Ballers, son. That's why my players can handle the ball. They can do what they want. We put all that into their system. You have to be able to have skill set. You have to be able to dance with the ball, but you have to understand how to not be out of control and do too much.
Yeah.
It's not about me. It's not about you doing with your head down, dancing and losing the cutter. Don't miss my cutters.
Yeah.
Gotta be able to make the
You
right
gotta be able to look up.
Yep.
You can't see nothing but the ground when you dribbling looking down.
Can't. But yeah, I'm a New York City point guard, brother.
Okay, point guard.
G-O-D.
Yeah, not guard, point guard.
That's it. Born and raised, baby.
Oh man. So I know you say you training some point guards.
Mm-hmm.
No, tell me what your training program look like, because it's a little bit different than what a traditional training program is, correct?
Yeah, man. So we're currently doing a lot of one-on-one stuff right now. Myself and Coach Avery. You can hit us up on Foundation Academy Sports. We're on IG at Foundation Academy Sports. We currently doing, I got this new program called home court workouts.
Home court workouts.
It's a one-on-one program. And in that program, we are teaching the kids how to explain what we do. If I was showing you how to do an Allen Iverson hezzo to a cross, or a Kenny Anderson behind the back, or whatever type of move we're working on, you have to be able to articulate it, tell us what we're doing, why we're doing it, and why it works.
Man.
So it helps them. My thought process is, as the NIL deals start to grow, as you know, as you do,
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The kids have to be able to speak and talk into the camera. So when they get a camera shoved into their face, they're media ready to a degree, and they're not just rambling when they talk. So I put all my girls and guys on the mic, we record, and say, hey, you have to be able to. So what we do today, you know, I'll ask Laney or Allie or Mia or whoever I have with me. So then they'll say, it's the coach, we're working on pump fake, jab step, rocket step, into a one bounce pull up.
So, man, so they're able to articulate what they're actually doing on the court, which also shows they really understand it.
Completely understand it. They don't understand what they're doing. We're just running around with our heads cut off.
Yes.
They don't know language. They don't know spots on the floor because no one is talking the game of basketball.
Yeah.
You have to talk to the kids and teach them the IQ. And when the IQ is sunk in, lights out. They can tell you where they go. They are not a coach.
Yeah.
Go to the right elbow. You know what I'm saying?
They point guards.
They point guards all day.
And it sounds like they're even creating content because you're having them do these videos and they're able to post that on their social media to actually show, hey, not only can I speak, but I also can create content.
Right.
And so at a very young age, you're developing these athletes to be able to hit the ground running when it comes to NIL.
Yep.
Man, you got the foundation on all fronts. I love it.
I'm trying it, man. I love it. If you go to my IG at Foundation Academy Sports, you'll see my last two posts.
Okay.
Right. You see Sanaa Green, who plays for Stewart School. She has,
Oh, it's not. Okay.
she has Ohio State recruiting her, Delaware. She has about 5 Major D1 offers. She's a Power 5 player, but she's a post player that we're transitioning from a 5 to a 4 to a 3 to 2. So we have
So
to
when
work
she gets
on,
that next level,
right. You can't play the post at 6 feet, so now
yeah,
you gotta be able to have good footwork, pump fake, jab step, and get the basket finished with both hands.
man.
And
So,
tell them what you're doing.
oh man, you got it all bagged up. So, are there any other athletes you want to shout out before we close the show? Any other athletes that you want to give a shout out to that we should be able to look out for in this coming season?
Oh man, we have so many athletes. Just want to shout out to my staff, my guys. Coach Avery, who's been with me from day one. All my guys, Coach Q, Coach Devin, and my young athletes, man. I tell everybody, keep working, keep grinding, because you're with the right people that's going to help your kid produce. And it's not about them. And allow the kids to make mistakes. And if you can do that, they'll be great. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do at Foundation. That's why we're so successful the last 22 years. We develop kids, and we're unbreakable. That's our slogan.
Unbreakable. So if you want to be unbreakable, or you have a young athlete, you want to be unbreakable, and they need to develop their fundamentals and go to the right people who are going to do what's best for them, well, go to the Foundation Basketball Academy with my man, Coach David Anderson. You're listening to ESPN Richmond Radio on the Sports Hustle. Thank you, Coach David Anderson, for coming through, man. I'm looking forward to looking and watching your girls play this season.
Appreciate that, man. Can't forget my girl, Simone Newton. Just got an offer from Georgetown.
Uh-oh.
She's killing it right now. She works out with Coach Avery. That's what we do, baby.
Oh,
Appreciate
man.
it. Thank you for having us, man.
Heck yeah, man. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Yeah.